Hey there. Okay, so we're here today, myself, Jennifer, and Jocelyn.
Hello.
And we're doing today a Mad Men party. If any of you guys watch the show on AMC, then you'll know that if you're as big enough of fans as we are, we're kind of borderline obsessed. So we did a great party this past Halloween, a Mad Men party, where we invited everybody to come as their favorite character or just someone from that time period and era. Mm-hmm. And so what we're doing for the party today is we're doing all of the food is representative from the early 60s.
It's delicious.
It's actually really good. I have to be honest with you. I went back and found my mother's old cookbook, Forum Feast, if anyone's out there has any idea what this cookbook was, but apparently it swept the nation in the late 60s. Anyways, you won't be able to get your rings off tomorrow. A lot of salt, but everything is delicious and so easy that we're going to show you how to do basically 6 hors d'oeuvres in about 10 minutes. So here we go. Now to start with, I just want to show a couple things that we did ahead of time. What we did ahead of time was some deviled eggs. Some people are fans, some are not. Some in this room are fans, some are not. Anyways, a deviled egg is really easy to make. I piped these in with a pastry bag, but you don't have to do that. Basically, you just put eggs in water. When it boils, you set the timer for about 10 minutes, boom, done. Pop them out. Mix the egg, pop the little egg yolks out, mix them with Dijon mustard, I'd say about a tablespoon, and then a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. I also like to put Tabasco in it just to give it a little kick, and some salt and pepper, boom, done. You can just put them into the eggs yourself, or you can put them in with the pastry bag to make them look so pretty. We got this lovely little frog.
Because nothing says appetizing like a deviled egg on a frog.
Exactly. But I found this at Marshall's for $2. So I'm guessing that most homes in the 60s had an actual deviled egg platter, but if you don't, I think you could probably suffice with just a normal platter. Little cayenne pepper on the top, done. So easy. The other hors d'oeuvre that we made ahead of time is a curry dip. This also incredibly easy. By the way, did I mention how easy all these things are? They're crazy. You could do them with one hand tied behind your back. So this is for vegetables, but all this is mayonnaise. Again, not a lot of. It's a staple in 60s cooking. Mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of minced onion, just mince it up on a cheese grater, a little bit of chili sauce, which we'll get to later. It's also in 2 other appetizers, another staple.
Many of our ingredients today come from cans or jars.
Exactly. I think there was a little bit of a fear of things that weren't, things that were fresh.
Really, anything packed in salt, you know, it makes you feel good.
Exactly.
Nice and light. Good.
Anyway, so back to the dip. It's mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 of minced onion, 1 tablespoon of chili sauce. Mix it up, delish. Some people love it, some do not. Anywho, Ritz cracker was the staple of the era. We like to stay true to form. We're not messing with anything new in this menu. So here we go. Here are the ones that we're going to prepare for you right now. Ready? Here we go. The first of which Jocelyn's going to make for us.
I will open the can.
That's pretty much all you have to do in 60s cooking is open a can, or 2 or 3. For this dip Jocelyn's making, it's a deviled ham dip. I bet you haven't seen a can like this in a while.
Can wrapped in paper.
Superfluous, yes, but attractive, absolutely. Here we go. All this entails, you want to grab a bowl from over there, Jocelyn, 1 brick of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of minced olives, green olives, 1/4 cup of minced onion, and 2, not 1, but 2 cans of the deviled ham. Mix it all together and you have a spread. Now, I won't lie to you, when I first made this the night before the Mad Men party at Halloween, I was mixing it together and my husband came in and he said, "What is that?" And I said, I'm a little nervous about it. I said, "It's looking the consistency of cat food." And I said, "Taste it." And so he did. He tasted it. And he goes, "I've got 2 words for you." And I go, "Cat food?" And he goes, "No, yummo, yummo," and ate it. Delicious. This can be served with Melba toast or the Ritz cracker, which is what we opted for.
Absolutely.
The next appetizer, again, this is a stressful one, is your classic onion dip. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Lipton, done. Sour cream, done. Voila. Fabulous. The 60s were a wonderful era. I do feel sometimes as if I was born at the wrong time. I will also like to say that I do enjoy cooking real food, really, really good food, but something about this party, the kitschiness of it, the fun, the foods, the ease, let's be honest, was fantastic. It really gave you time to incorporate what's most important at a party, the drinks and the costumes.
My costume, I borrowed one of my mother's maternity dresses, which made for eating so much easier. And, you know, it's an easy way to go around.
And what's even better is when you have the pretend cigarettes and Jocelyn's there in a maternity garb with a pretend cigarette and a drink. Classic 60s.
When I stopped at the Packy, some of the guys were a little frightened, but, you know, I explained it was just a costume.
Jocelyn, look, my hors d'oeuvre is done. Amazing.
I only opened the can.
I'm just saying, this is the ease of this party. People, you can do this on your way home from work. And the other thing, if you're fans of the show, you'll remember that one of their advertising campaigns was, of course, Utz potato chips. So, in order to stay true to form, we've, of course, brought ourselves some Utz. It does look like cat food, doesn't it? But it's delicious.
It's so much better the more it gets mixed,
Yeah.
by the way. And it does actually look a lot more appetizing. It's got some good color.
Exactly. There we go. The 60s were a different time. That's all I can say. Okay, now our next super easy appetizer. Jocelyn and I actually, our parents entertained a lot. In the 60s, when I was born in the late 60s, enough said, and they entertained constantly. So some of these things I actually remember as part of my diet, frankly.
Sadly, we're not doing the salmon mousse.
It's probably just as well, actually, but it did have a cute little salmon mold with the olive for the eye. Adorable. Okay, so this next one that we're doing, if you are a product of this generation, or even if you're not, hopefully you'll remember cocktail weenies. The best part about cocktail weenies is, once again, the simplicity. There are count them, two ingredients that go in this. Currant jelly, which I don't believe is used for anything other than this appetizer. Do you, Jocelyn?
No, I've never seen it on
No.
the list.
And chili sauce. Oh, and one more thing. I hope you're noticing that we're buying all store brands here. No need to go up for the name brands on this type of a party. No one's going to be the wiser. As I said, your fingers and feet are going to swell up the same amount regardless of what store brand you use. So it's basically a jar of currant jelly and a container of chili sauce. Jocelyn's going to mix them together in this saucepan, and then...
And I am culinarily challenged. There's nothing beyond my reach tonight.
And then you just dump in the cute little cocktail weenies, which are adorable. Put them on the stove, let them simmer very low, nice and easy. If you have a chafing dish, you can certainly use it, but there's no need to if you don't. Serve them fresh and hot with our cute little, of course, cute little toothpicks of the era. Look, here we are. We've gotten so many done. We've got a few more. Why not keep